In other news now, the fifth day of testimony in the trial of Derek Chauvin, the fired Minneapolis police officer charged in the death of George Floyd. Now, this morning, a police sergeant who responded to the scene after Floyd was taken to the hospital took the stand. CBS 2's Alice Gaynor is following the trial and has more.
On Friday, 14-year veteran of the Minneapolis police force, John Curtis Edwards, took the stand.
At that point, I meant very little specifics.
Images from his body-worn camera were shown in court of two other officers charged in Floyd's death at the scene. Edwards testified he was tasked with securing the area and making sure officers' body cams were turned on. When he met those two, their cameras weren't on, so he asked them to activate them. Yesterday, a retired police sergeant testified that Derek Chauvin restrained George Floyd longer than was necessary.
When Mr. Floyd was no longer offering up any resistance to the officers, they could have ended the restraint.
David Pfluger was the first police official to testify that Chauvin may have used excessive force.
And all of them sat on this man.
Pfluger said he called Chauvin after a 911 dispatcher reported what looked like an unusual arrest. The jury heard a recording of what the veteran officer told him.
We just had to hold the guy down. He was going crazy, wasn't going off for the moment, wouldn't go in the back.
The sergeant said Chauvin did not initially tell him he had been kneeling on Floyd's neck. Jurors also heard from paramedics who responded to the scene.
In lay terms, I thought he was dead.
Prosecutors also called Floyd's longtime girlfriend to the stand. Courtney Ross wept as she discussed their relationship and their shared addiction to opioids.
We both suffered from chronic pain. Mine was in my neck and his was in his back.
Ross testified Floyd was hospitalized after overdosing on drugs 2 months before his death. Under questioning by the defense, she insisted he had made a full recovery. The defense argues Floyd's death was caused by drug abuse and underlying health conditions. A Minneapolis police lieutenant with the homicide unit took the stand after Edwards. Lieutenant Richard Zimmerman testified every year they receive training on use of force and that he's never been trained to kneel on the neck of someone handcuffed behind their back in a prone position. He said that would be considered deadly force. Today is a shorter day in court. We'll have a full wrap-up later on CBS 2 News at 5. In the newsroom, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
Alice, thank you.